tune.
Situation. Well, her thing has come to a head. Let's talk about that. Shout out to the Jamaica Observer. You know we follow the thing right through and through. That's why we say hit the subscribe button, but hit the bell next to the subscribe button so you're notified when your videos go up on SoFlo TV, when new videos go up and the follow-up to the stories. Hear this first, right? Okay. They printed an article named Muma, the sole woman in the gang trial, offers cops new rifles if he releases reputed Klansman leader from custody. She had tried to bribe the officer according to testimony, my friend. Stephanie Christie.
Good morning, Lady Benz.
The only woman in the ongoing Klansman gang trial swore on her child's life to a police officer. She was trying to bribe that if he let go the alleged leader of the Klansman gang, Andre Blackman Bryan, whom she said was her partner, if he was released from custody, that the gang would give him 2 tall-up, 2 crisp, brand new tall-up. Tall-up, for those of you.
Tall-up mean gun. Like M16. Yeah, long gun, rifle gun, and that tall-up mean. Yeah, that's what tall-up mean. This content here is soulful content, but me I played, come on to see. On the planka people, I'm telling the planka people, we don't want to see, we don't want to hear about what is going on in Mountain View and why that doing out here with a charity where owner fund. We don't need to allow Dana to fund it from our own YouTube page, our own Facebook page, but you know, out here and fund these things. We are killing off young people in Jamaica. We're gang members going out to extort people. Gang members going out to do contract killing, right?
Morning, Lady Ben. Morning, Lorna.
Yesterday, a few days ago.
Good morning,
so
good morning, good morning, everybody.
A 4-year-old need to register now for going to primaries.
Let me start it over. Guys, me have some things that I want to know if you listen to. Me have one live what Bongo do yesterday, Saturday. Bongo do it on Saturday. There's a part in it. There's a part in it where Donna, they show off about the Rochelle chocolate, the chocolate and the glade. That was me she throwing word at. And me she when they throw a word pan, but me go wait until me reaching at the video. Me explain it to Uno. You understand? But in the meantime, Uno listen to this meantime because me, they plant up me peas and me sorrel. Me I plant me peas and me sorrel right now. So listen, because me say, thank you. Thank you so much. Let me put on my glasses. Thank you for those rolls. Thank you so much. Thank you. Ever. EVE, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for the heart me also. Thank you for the heart me also. Good morning, my darling. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Tracy Odea. Good morning, Tracy. Tracy Odea. Good morning. Listen to this. I want to listen to it good. Hey, Elaine. Good morning, darling. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Me they plant up me sorrel and me peas them. But me run across one video was spice do so me say make me come out come fling it out too. And then now me have a little piece so me have to play from Bongo yesterday and Saturday where the people them then name me chocolate them come me buy one whole case of chocolate, one whole case of glade and when send down. All that me remember about the money. Thank you so much. Oh my God. Send level up street. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Thank you. Thank you. So yes, me go play now. I want to listen and listen good because me say so much this. I want to say fire there must steal and think a cool breeze. I know cool breeze. I know cool breeze because a whole heap of things they go happen. Me soon come put up me GoFundMe for me legal fee them. Me soon come put up me GoFundMe. You don't worry yourself. Listen to Caribbean Spice. Let me start you over.
Good afternoon, social media. Good afternoon, world. Like I said, I, Caribbean Spice, will be doing things different when it comes to Donna charity. And when it comes to Donna,
like I said, screen,
And like
guys.
Lorraine agreed,
Welcome.
she
Good
can't stop.
morning. Good morning, everybody.
But I decided to take a look at Pastor Christie, Muma Christie, the female, Don the female lone gap.
I saw me dress up when me dey go beach a morning time, you know, people. Me have a, hey, what's your name again? Audrey, me want me at Audrey. Audrey, me at what you promise me when me see you in the people them big country and you have on the big hat where the whole of it round here so big and broad. Audrey, me want me at because see what me have to use your Audrey. Me put on me at a morning time. Me show you how me dress for God the beach. Me have a video to put out. A pure dolphin me see this morning. Pure dolphin went up on the beach this morning. So this is me hat what me put on a morning time. Me just take off the hoodie. Me put on one hoodie and put it over this. And I saw me dress up a morning time. Me have on me pants, me have on me long sleeve, me have on me shoes, me water shoes and socks. And me have on everything. I saw me dress up a morning time except for the glasses. I saw me dress a morning time and they on the beach. They look me shell them. That mean when the sun come up, me supposed to come off of the beach. Nothing nah do me. You understand? This is how me dress. So me just come and me say make me fling on this in the meantime. Me they clean up me shell them. And me have me gongo. And me sorry me I go plant before rain start fall because you know a rainy time they come in now. So make me take 2 nose drop in the meantime because you know allergy they back for me big time. One drop it, one spray in each nose. Yeah, so me spray up myself. Yes, me soon alright. Me don't want to crack my throat on the live. So make me spray. Yes, so me come and me say, me hear somebody send me this. And me say, what is here? I only feel hear about some Pastor Christie. I saw the whole of them coming on social media and pretend to them a pastor and them a wipe Jesus' foot. Yes, I saw them come and pretend like them are everything. Humanitarian, all of that. And all dirty criminal them. But you no listen.
Member of the Klansman Dan gang over there in Spanish Town. She had been sentenced to 16 years, but they reduced it to 9 years. This lady here, Muma Christie, does everything and same thing just like Donna Marigo. Looking at Muma Christie, listen to Muma Christie case, because this is not fiction, you know, this is not a made-up story. This is what actually happened in the Jamaica justice system. This is actually happened with the Klansman, and this is how Muma Christie operates. The way she operates is the same exact way Donna Marigo is operating in phone. And like I says, after watching that video about Mountain View and the gangs and all that goes on,
yes, baby.
I now know why Donna do the things she do.
Thank you.
And like other platforms keep saying, she's not going to stop until she goes to prison.
Hey,
but remember, she can't stop. She has to take the choice of going to prison or losing her life. And the best option is go to prison, because if she stops, her 3-point might take in Mountain View or wherever she is. If she continue, the FBI or whoever want to prison her might prison her. Just might. But when you think of this Muma Christie here, you can actually think of Donna Marigo. Everything. This lady says she's a humanitarian. She helped the children. She sent people to school. She do this, she do that. And she was actually a masterminder behind the Klansman gang over there. The ruthless gang that was so brutal in Spanish Town. I think majority of them are in custody, are locked up. A few of them died, right? But you all can go watch your Muma Christie and tell me if Muma Christie is not the same way Donna operating. You guys tell me, because like Lauren said, I'm not sorry for Donna. Listen, I'm not on a sorry for thing. I'm just trying to let you guys see what is happening here in a lot of this community. Look at Donna now. Donna take up Joseph little boy. Put before you know, and tell you guys that he need to register for Mountain View Primary. No such thing. Not now. He's only 4. I get to understand after making the video earlier, because I didn't finish listening to the video, but that I was listening to over there on TV.
Joseph Pitney not ready for primary school yet. He Pitney in a pre-K. Either kindergarten or pre-K, what you call prep school. They no reach them, no reach there so yet, and money then they look. Jesus, God, please come down and take the case here, Lord. Please expose them. Expose them, Father. Expose them. Expose them. Me say, prisoner, me so no. Prisoner, me so no. You think I joke? Prisoner, me so no. Joseph Pitney, he never ready yet to go in a grade 1. Not even grade 1. All criminally all of them.
So now Alyssa heard that he's only 4. You don't register for primary school until you're the age of 6. 6 years, and it's that very same year, like about the January when the child is going to be 6 to September, you register the child about January. Yeah, but the child go to basic school. Yeah, we call it preschool over here. You go to basic school from about 3 to 6
like
year old,
school,
right?
like
about 4 to 6 year old. You go to basic school, and you cannot go to basic school until you are using the toilet on your own, meaning you're doing number 1 and number 2 on your own.
Yes.
But Donna took it upon herself to bring this baby in the phone now to ask for registration fee, money to put him into school, and he's not primary school age yet. He cannot be registered for Mountain View Primary School as yet. Because he's only 4. You have to register for a basic school. And you know what I don't understand? A lot of you people on this platform behave as if you guys don't know what goes off in Jamaica. As if you don't know the school system in Jamaica. As if you don't know all that Donna is doing. Right? When you look at this charity and everything that Donna is doing, it's the same exact thing like Christy. And I'm going to play Christy video, what happened in the court. Yeah? And I will pause it in between and speak. Because this is Muma Christy, a pastor, a humanitarian, a helper, a charity worker, you name it. And behind all of that, she was actually the leader of the gang for the Klansman.
Criminal.
You tell me.
Jamaica, a quiet parish known for church life, tight communities, and generations of families who know each other by name. It is not a place most people associate with organized crime or gang leadership. Yet from this unlikely setting emerged a woman whose name would later echo through Jamaica's most significant gang trial. Her name was Stephanie Muma Christie. For years, Stephanie Christie moved through her community wearing many titles: pastor, wife, mother, entrepreneur, community organizer. To those around her, she was known as a people person, someone easy to talk to, someone who listened. She was involved in church ministry, youth activities, and community events. She spoke often about helping the elderly and guiding young people into schools. From the outside, her life appeared rooted in service and faith. But behind that public image, investigators would later argue, existed a very different reality. One that placed her deep inside the inner workings of one of Jamaica's most violent criminal organizations, the Klansman Gang, specifically the One Down faction, based in Spanish Town, St. Catherine. This is the story of how Stephanie Muma Christie rose to prominence without ever having to fire a gun, how her social skills became her greatest weapon, and how her life ultimately ended behind prison walls. To understand...
Okay. You hear what Christy is? Christy, that the man is that, because the court case is reading from, right? It's out there. You can go read the whole of it, right? This picture here is some Soul Flow picture I took up because he had the thing at the top and whatever. So, Soul Flow was following this case like to the T. Down to the T, right? If I never watched that Mountain View video and realized what's going off in Mountain View, I wouldn't be here today. Because this Muma Christie is exactly how Donna Marigo operate. This Muma Christie here exactly how Donna Marigo operate. We don't like it or not, planker people or people in a phone. This is exactly how she operates. And she can't get out of it. She either have to stay in it and go to prison, or she stay in it, or she step out of it and lose her 3 points. This Muma Christie is exactly how Donna Marigo operates out here from 2019. And she continues because she can't stop. She can't stop. So she continues. She can't stop. Right? This Muma Christie can't stop. Right? So at the end of the day, I want you guys to tell me.
They say, I live in Batman, man.
And generations of families who know each other by name. It is not a place most people associate with organized crime or gang leadership.
She came from St. Thomas. Let me start.
St. Thomas, Jamaica, a quiet parish known for church life, tight communities, and generations of families who know each other by name. It is not a place most people associate with organized crime or gang.
Hello?
Hello, Maxine. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. Can I help you?
Yes, let me introduce myself. My name is Saul with Mediator Data Solutions. We're calling you because Maria Reyes from the
Organizer. To those around her, she was known as a people person, someone easy to talk to, someone who listened. She was involved in church ministry, youth activism, the elderly, and guiding young people into schools. From the outside, her life appeared rooted in service and faith. But behind that public image, investigators would later argue, existed a very different reality. One that placed her deep inside the inner workings of one of Jamaica's most violent criminal organizations, the Klansman Gang, specifically the Rundown faction, based in Spanish Town, St. Catherine. This is the story of how Stephanie Muma Christie rose to prominence without ever having to fire a gun, how her social skills became her greatest weapon, and how her life ultimately ended behind prison walls. To understand her significance, it is important to understand the environment she was connected to. Spanish Town, St. Catherine, has long been a focal point of gang rivalry, extortion, and organized violence.
Hi, Andy.
For years, the Klansman Gang
Good morning,
operated as a
everybody. Good
powerful criminal
morning.
network, controlling territory through fear, intimidation, and murder. The gang's operations included extortion of business operators, enforcement killings, and the manipulation of state systems to protect their interests. At the center of the Rundown faction was Andre Blackman Bryan, a man prosecuted as the leader of the criminal organization. His arrest and prosecution would expose the structure of the gang and reveal the roles played not only by gunmen, but by facilitators operating quietly in the background. According to evidence presented in court, Stephanie Christie was one of those facilitators. By the mid-2000s, Christie had developed a close relationship with Andre Bryan. She would later claim this relationship grew from childhood connections and from her role as a source of encouragement and advice. She told the court that Bryan would come to her for guidance about his businesses and personal struggles. She maintained that she was never involved in criminal activity and that her interactions were rooted in community and church life. The prosecution told a very different story. State witnesses, including former gang members who turned informants, testified that Christie was not a casual associate. They described her as an insider, a trusted figure who played a critical role in keeping the gang.
Well, you see this Christie here, as the tape goes on, we see it. Soul Flow go further even down into this. And several people highlighted. It's a case where Christie covers for everything. And she wasn't just the partner of the leader of the gang, right? Listen, everything that this woman Christie is the same exact thing Dana Marigo a display out here. See this man, me and listen to the thing. She said Joseph going to work. And several times she said Joseph going to work. Joseph not going to anywhere. Joseph don't have a job. Now what she does, she take up Joseph's baby boy to tell you the plankers that yes, she need to register him, a 4-year-old, into a primary school. You can't register a 4-year-old into Mountain View Primary. It is not true. It's 6 years of age you go to primary school and you don't register by your 4. The only time you register like 4 and 3 and them something is when you go into prep school, because some of the prep school will take you at about 5 or so, right? And that's private school, not Mountain Primary School, yeah? Where Donna is saying the little boy need to register and register now. All this level of, let me tell you something, on the planka people, when now go stop. But let me tell you what's going to happen. If we continue with this level of silliness and this level of money laundering and this level of giving Dana what you're giving her, and let she continue with this level of deception.
Anytime they call me, and they and me will put them on the live. Make sure say me have my record on the live because I don't think I joke me I make. This happen like every day. My phone off for the past 2 days and I go put it back on this morning. And as I could put on here them that again. I mean not change my number. Nobody now make me change my number. And nobody now make me hide from the phone. The way how them crafty, then start to find my data area code which is 850. For my area code which is 656. Then start do that. Then start with the 318 area code. So, me don't know who they call me. I couldn't block them from now till a man coming like they have 100 number on the same thing. You couldn't harass me. You couldn't violate me. No care what you do. Me now come out of the courthouse and me have more case for file. Me have more case for file, so no stay there. No stop call me. No stop call me. Interrupt me live. Facebook, YouTube and TikTok, this live stream is for educational purposes to make people aware of what is going on in their surrounding and to let you guys see how much them are such a bully. How them are bully because you can't come on your live stream and play your live stream and have a little peace. Me nah incite no violence or nothing. Then couldn't harass me from now till a morning. Dana Marigo now come from out of the courthouse because she bound to go to prison. Remember me tell you something. Remember me tell you this today because me have one life we play, we bongo play Saturday. And one part in it concern me. And a female part there so. And thank God the play there so because one had $2,000 had on for me bill. Right there so one had $2,000 had on for me bill for the Glade them. And the Ferrari Rochelle chocolate. Yeah, the Ferrari Rochelle or whatever the chocolate we name. I went one whole case me went buy all of them. Yes, me say all the things there so you can call me. Every time they call me, me open the line on the phone. Every time they call me, I open the line on the phone. Remember me tell you that. You know when top call me.
Lies and stealing in a phone. You know what's going to happen to her? She's going to end up like Christy. She's going to end up like Christy, maybe not with the Jamaica government, but with the FBI, because what? She's still bleeding the pockets of the elderly overseas. But then you must remember, the elderly still get the money. But because it's money laundering,
you see, since me come on the live, how much time I ignore the phone? You see how much time I press ignore? You see how much time, but they insist. They insist, so no, keep calling, not up.
Our business, our charity is not a registered charity, and that's where the problem comes in for her.
How will me get the money from?
Actually, a registered charity would have been different. But continue to listen about Christy. She's the exact thing like Dana Marigo. Exact. No different. No different.
And functioning, especially during periods when its leader was under police pressure or incarcerated. One of the most serious allegations was that Christie acted as the gang's main liaison to the police. According to testimony, she communicated with officers, including corrupt or compromised members of the force, to gather inside information She allegedly sought details about upcoming raids, investigations, and which gang members were in custody or under surveillance. This information, prosecutors argued, allowed the gang to evade law enforcement and protect its operations. The court also heard evidence that Christie was responsible for securing legal support for arrested gang members. When members were detained or charged, she allegedly arranged lawyers and bail bonds, often using money generated from extortion. In recorded telephone conversations played in court, Christie was heard discussing legal strategies, expressing concern about arrests, and coordinating responses to police actions. These recordings would become some of the most damaging evidence against her. According to Chief Justice Brian Sykes, who presided over the trial, the recorded conversations showed that Christie was deeply involved in the gang's affairs. She was not a bystander. She was engaged, informed, and proactive. The judge would later describe her as a willing participant who used her skills to further the criminal purpose of the organization. One retired police inspector provided testimony that highlighted the blurred lines between law enforcement and criminal networks during this period. He told the court that in September 2017, Christie visited him at the Spanish Town police station while Andre Bryan was being questioned. According to the inspector, Christie attempted to bribe him to facilitate Bryan's release, first offering money and later discussing firearms. Under cross-examination, this testimony became heavily contested. Defense attorneys challenged the inspector's credibility, pointing out inconsistencies in dates and questioning whether Bryan had even been lawfully detained at the time. The inspector admitted that Bryan was not formally in custody and that there was no intention to hold him. He explained that he had used what he called unconventional methods in an attempt to gather intelligence, including exchanging contact information with Christie. The court was careful in how it treated this evidence, weighing it alongside other testimony and recorded conversations. While aspects of the inspector's account were disputed, the broader picture painted by multiple witnesses suggested that Christie had access to police information and used it to benefit the gang. By this time, the Klansman gang was under increasing pressure from law enforcement. Extortion-related voice notes were circulating in Spanish Town.
I'm good, sweetheart.
Murders were
I'm
rising.
good. UK, I'm good.
More
Thank
categories are
you.
limited. You can sell the things that take up space.
Can't stay there. No, say. Everything we uno have fun.
Double tick
as
tap, double
planned.
tap on the screen, double tap.
Uno have fun
and
lifestyle with
roses,
dangerous
tops
to
and
people.
roses.
And I don't think uno really actually care. I don't honestly think uno
They
care.
don't care.
I think uno don't care at this
Argued,
point.
Christie's role became even more important. She was described as a fixer, a communicator, someone who could deliver sensitive messages face to face rather than over the phone. Someone trusted to carry instructions, maintain loyalty, and resolve problems quietly. While gunmen enforced control through violence, Christie, according to the state, enforced stability through relationships. In recorded calls, she expressed strong loyalty to Andre Bryan. She discussed reorganizing the gang after his arrest and voiced concern about what she perceived as weakening control. At times, she criticized members she believed were disloyal or careless. At other times, she spoke about maintaining discipline and continuity. Chief Justice Sykes would later note that her role was distinct from that of the men who carried out murders. But he made it clear that this distinction did not make her less culpable. In his assessment, her contribution was strategic and essential. Christie's public identity made the allegations even more striking. She was an ordained minister, a church leader, a woman who sang on the choir and helped in the kitchen while on remand. In court, she repeatedly emphasized her involvement in ministry and community development. She described organizing sports days, youth activities, and large community events that attracted sponsorship from major companies. In a fervently delivered unsworn statement, she portrayed herself as a businesswoman and entrepreneur, known for caring for others. She insisted that she did not have the time or inclination to participate in a criminal organization. Her Her attorneys argued that she was a positive force in society and urged the court to consider her contributions. They also pointed to her personal circumstances. Christie was a mother, including to a teenage daughter who depended on her. Her lawyer argued that she had been rehabilitated during more than 4 years on remand and that she continued to serve others even while incarcerated. But the court remained focused on the evidence. On March 8, 2023, after a lengthy and complex trial at the Home Circuit Court in Kingston, Stephanie Muma Christie was found guilty of being a member of a criminal organization under the Criminal Justice Suppression of Criminal Organizations Act. She became the only woman convicted in the high-profile Klansman/One Don gang trial. In delivering the verdict, Chief Justice Sykes stated that the evidence showed Christie was an insider. He said the recorded conversations and witness testimony established her role beyond any reasonable doubt. The court accepted that she was a critical part of the gang's operations, even though she did not personally commit acts of violence. Her conviction placed her alongside some of Jamaica's most notorious gang figures, including Andre Blackman Bryan, who was convicted as the leader of the Spanish Town-based gang. The trial itself marked a turning point in Jamaica's fight against organized crime, demonstrating the state's willingness to dismantle entire crime rather than focusing only on individual gunmen. Sentencing came months later. In October 2023, Christie returned to court to learn her fate.
Right? Wanna tell me now? Wanna tell me? Yeah? Let's get some more about Christie and show. Christie was an entrepreneur. Christie was a humanitarian. Christie was everything. Everything. Christie does hide behind everything. For what? For this gang. She hide behind everything for the Clans gang. Yes? She behind, you want go watch Soulflow one, where Soulflow break it down, right? Soulflow break it down, because Soulflow don't like nobody playing platform. I don't know if Soulflow is a Facebook person up on YouTube. But I'm more than 3 years Soulflow to do this, yeah? Soulflow break it right down to the T, right? Right down to the T. So when on a day here, right? When you're on platform, I want out here talk about, Donna, listen, Donna is everything like Christie. Donna is everything like Christie, right? Everything like what Christie do. Fear something, that's what Donna is. Every single thing like Christie. Them hide behind business, hide behind this. You don't want to tell me now, you know watch that Mountain View video, right? And don't realize what's going on when it comes to Donna? Eh? Tell me now.
In sheep clothing, and a perfect example of that here is one. Listen, welcome back to Soulflow TV again, everybody. It is your host with the most. Lord God, take the case, Jesus, and give me the...
Soulflow, if you hear this video, I'm playing a video today because I want people to hear how you break down this case here, right? And I want people to understand when people talk about women that are behind, they put the woman them up front, and the gangsters and the killers and the murderers and everything stay behind. And Donna Marigo of this Mountain View ring where I go on right here. So her charity is the face of the cover-up for what is going on in Mountain View, right? So I need to use your video now, Soulflow, to highlight this. Because Soulflow break it down to the T. Soulflow for the case right through. So make me gonna listen Soulflow, right? Make me gonna listen Soulflow or outline the case of this woman named Christie. This Christie here at the same operation Donna keep. But a owner planker a fund it. Not Donna, but owner the planker. Because at the end of the day, if we just let Donna fund it by herself with her own money from our YouTube channel, our business or whatever, yes, but owner the planker fund it. But let me tell you, where they know I'm gonna stop is anytime it's reaching a doorstep where on a family member where I get murdered, I didn't know I'm gonna stop because I don't think it will ever stop. When I feel like say people are gang up our people tell Lion Donna. No, after watching that video, I realized that Donna is exactly like this woman Christie.
Sweet baby Jesus. Sweet baby Jesus. How I go on? Listen up. For all the people who are asking Soulflow, so I go on with Muma. Muma Christie, the lone female accused in the whole Klansman Wandan gang.
Let me tell you something. Every woman that is with a gang or in a gang, once you hear them call them Muma, when you hear them call a female them Muma in them community member, they either part of a gang or they might go to the Dan man. Muma in a community in a ghetto, I saw it go. So on make soul flow telling about Muma Christie. Cause so the man we just listen to him they talk about the same case, but him go look further. Make soul flow explain it to him.
Situation. Well, her thing has come to a head. Let's talk about that. Shout out to the Jamaica Observer. You know we follow the thing right through and true. That's why we say hit the subscribe button, but hit the bell next to the subscribe button so you're notified when your videos go up on SoFlo TV, when new videos go up and the follow-up to the stories. Hear this first, right? Okay. They printed an article named Muma, the sole woman in the gang trial, offers cops new rifles if he releases reputed Klansman leader from custody. Bribe. She had tried bribe the officer according to testimony, my friend. Stephanie Christie, alias Muma, the only woman in the ongoing Klansman gang trial, swore on her child's life to a police officer. She was trying to bribe that if he let go the alleged leader of the Klansman gang, Andre Blackman Bryan, whom she said was her partner, if he was released from custody, that the gang would give him 2 tall-up, 2 crisp, brand new tall-up. Tall-up, for those of you.
Tall-up mean gun. Like M16.
No, yeah.
Yeah, long gun, rifle gun, and a tall-up mean. Yeah, that's a tall-up mean. This content here is soul flow content. What may I play? Come on to see. On the planka people, I'm telling the planka people, we don't want to see, we don't want to hear about what is going on in Mountain View and why Dana is doing what she's doing out here with a charity where honor fund. We don't need to allow Dana to fund it from our own YouTube page, our own Facebook page, but you know, out here and fund these things. We're killing off young people in Jamaica. We're gang members going out to extort people, gang members going out to do contract killing, right? Uno that uno can take up on yourself. Yesterday, a few days ago, for make that on a platform telling us that a 4-year-old need to register now for going to primary school. 4-year does not go to primary school. You go to primary school at the age of 6. Everything on a fund out here, on out here a fund where I pay money from America for buy breakfast and dinner and lunch for people in Jamaica. Yeah, while them lie down in them bed and sleep, and while them don't work for $600 and $800. Uno the planka people. And uno the problem out here. Uno is the problem also. Uno is part of Jamaica's crime problem. You the planka people are part of Jamaica crime problem. And uno need to stop it. Here on a leader here because this Muma Christie is the exact thing like Dana Marigo.
You don't know?
Me know somebody right now, they are Jamaica now walk, one man. Now walk. And one of my brother-in-law, they give him work for do. And they'll pay him mostly $2,000 a day. Him a no trade man, you know. Him a no trade man. In the carry him go up on the walk. In they'll get lunch. In they'll pay him $2,000 for the day. The boy no want it. And the boy not working. The boy not work. So me want to know how much they get a day's work at Jamaica because to what me get to understand say Jamaica they get minimum wage must be about 14,000 a week or something like that. And if you they work over $2,000 a day, nothing you not do, you not do the whole day neither. And you don't want it, you can't stay there. You can't stay there.
That means 2 brand new rifles, guns. A retired police with more than 30 years on the force, in the constabulary force, identified the accused for court in the ongoing trial of the men who had been accused with a grand flourish, stating that that's the great Muma. That's how he that's how he addressed her in court, right? Do you know this lady sitting next to the in the witness box right here? The man get up and said, "That's the great Muma." According to the former policeman, Christie, purportedly a pastor, made the vow that after he had turned down her initial offer of $100,000 to let go Andre Blackman Brian, she said, "All right, you turn down the 100 grand, me give you two Chris new two Chris new rifle." He said that he had been conducting an interview with Brian, who had been taken in for questioning in relation to extortion allegations in September of 2017 at the Spanish town CIB, when he was told that someone was outside to see him. Now, upon going outside, he said that he almost collided with Christie, who he was meeting for the very first time. He said that the diminutive woman engaged him in conversation for almost 2 hours, trying to convince him to let go.
One card, 2 ways to pay. Choose debit or pay later. Sign up now.
Let me make him ads run, cause a film program me I watch. So while him ads, me turn down him ads, yeah, cause them get them pay from them ads. So me make him ads run, right? Why me I tell? So want you to tell me, want you to go watch Muma Christie and tell me for the same way Dana out here operate. Dana is the face of this gang thing, you know, whatever. Dana Charity is the face of the gang and the damn thing we are going in a Mountain View. That is Dana, right? That is Dana Marigo. But who is funding it? The plankers. The plankers are funding all these things, right? The plankers don't care, because here these men of Mountain View says, them they rob the people them in a Mountain View, them go like in the outside community. Yeah? Them going to the outside community, the Barbican, the Waltham, the town, wherever. Once it's not inside Mountain View, they go outside Mountain View, go do what? Contract killing, extortion, robbery, all kind of crime. And all of this are funded by Dana. And it can't fund by Dana only, it's funded by Dana and the plankers. That's exactly what's happening. That's exactly what's happening.
She approached me and she asked me if I was Mr. So-and-so. And I told her, yes, I am Mr. So-and-so. I asked her, who wants to know? And she says, I am the baby mother of Liberty Coke from Tivoli. The former policeman said this is how Muma Christie introduced herself to him, and says, I am the baby mama of Liberty Coke from Tivoli. You don't want to do with that piece of information right there. He said that...
You know what that is though? When she said that she is the baby mother of Liberty Coke. Remember, Liberty Coke is this, I think is the nephew or probably the son of Jim Brown. Right? I think probably that's probably the same man. I think probably a Liberty Coke in probably died the other day where Dana says his what's her name? Our hairdresser or our nail tech baby father. Dana was at that funeral. I think his Liberty Coke died the other day. I don't remember if him died last year.
At the funeral,
right? But she, this woman here, Muma Christie, is the baby mother. She have a child also for him. Dana Marigo was at that funeral. Remember, everything to do with Dan and gangs and gun, Dana Marigo always involved. Right? Because look, Dana never telling us that she was going to Liberty Coke or the guy or...
Tracy, look here. Look here, Tracy.
Could I go to my friend's house?
Tracy, look here. No, don't let nobody yard. Skate your skate right there. So, Tracy, look here. Look here, Tracy. Turn around and come back. Turn around and come back. Tracy, you see what they're going out the street? Tracy, you let's see what they want. Tracy, when you can ride, so. In Tracy? Tracy, when you go can ride, so.
It's called a hoverboard.
It's called a hoverboard.
Jim Brown nephew or whatever, son, nephew, whatever that died. She never tell one of the plankers. Had we not seen her, because the newspaper, I think the Jamaica Gleaner, and the people make sure bring her up and highlight her. Let people see that Dana is at this funeral and she's a part of this
The whole of them number and thing they write down, Tracy. Every single jack one of them. None of them now miss it.
funeral. Here, Muma Christie, this woman here, who is the gang leader, one of the gang leader who get people murdered, extort, all sort. This woman here, right? And a same way Dana behave is just that. Uno the planker can sit through say Dana is
Just
operating a charity that is not just a scamming charity, but a criminal charity that is causing a lot of pain and havoc and murder in Jamaica. In our community where no one can speak except for Dana and the gangs in Mountain View.
When he asked her, reason for wanting to see him, what do you want to see me for? Whom other witnesses have testified was the liaison officer between incarcerated members of the criminal outfit, was also the link between the gang and rogue cops. This is the role that she has been identified to play. She was the liaison officer between incarcerated members of the criminal outfit, and she was also the link between the gang and rogue police officers who them having in their pocket. She would go tell who said what and convey messages and go visit whoever and come out and tell who said the dancer to do this and the dancers to do that and set up things and these kind of things. She said, you have my G, meaning the general, referring to Brian, is my man enough. You have my G, is my man enough. He said she went further to tell him that she had heard that he was the one who had locked Brian up and was picking up other gang members from off the streets as well. I said to her, I said, look at you. You have two of the biggest bad man them in Jamaica. How you manage that? And she laughed and she says, Mr. So-and-so, the thing up like that, you know. The thing just up like that. The foreman, me have to laugh. The former lawman testified in court. Listen, you know, the man asked Muma, you know, according to him testimony, you know. Remember, I know so flow now. I make up this, I'm reading this to you. Okay? This is him ask her, look at you. You have two of the biggest bad man them in Jamaica. How you manage that? And she laughed and she said, Mr. So-and-so, the thing does up like that, you know. The thing does up like that. The former lawman said. Brian, who had been sitting up.
So if you want to make a remote income from home, and you're a beginner, meaning right now.
Yeah, make him feed it, make him add them play.
I don't know, Colin.
Right? So I want to know if you tell me because me and Lorena said to me, say, me never feel sorry for Dana. Me never cry for whatever. But listen, she is the face of a scamming charity that she can't stop. And just like how this woman, Muma Christie, couldn't stop. She couldn't stop. Not until the police take her down. And now she's doing 9 years behind bars. She probably have about 5 years to come out now. Right? So at the end of the day, a lot of these women that is the face of the gangs and the dance and whatever in community, them can't stop. So when I said to her, say, I feel it for Dana Marigo, right? I still feel it here. But then, who are going to make her stop? Nobody other than the planka people them. Because remember, she can't open up her mouth and say to them, planka people, I'm not going to do the charity anymore. She can't. She can't open her mouth and say, planka people, me can't call it this. No. Them are going to always tell her to get somebody and put before the phone. Them are going to always tell her, say, you have to get a case and put here because we need this, we need that.
They need the money.
But only you, the planker now, can decide that only not going to send X and Y. But what want to do? Want to keep sending the money while they keep funding criminal activity and murders. Because you can't help yourself. You like to belong somewhere. And that's a full problem in a planker. You want to belong somewhere. Yeah? And all you have to do, once you kill this and die it out. At the end of the day, there's nothing them can do to them. She has to find another way. Either she get the money from her own YouTube channel, because her YouTube channel is there. Her YouTube channel is there where she get her views. But no, we don't just want them to be a gangster and a Dan woman in a phone. We don't also feel like say, when you don't come out and give her money, we don't do something to haters, we don't call haters, or me, we're out here attack, whatever. No, we're not. We're not. Because what is happening here, what is playing out in my eyes, I don't know if you know. But from I watch that Mountain View video, I realize exactly what is going on when it comes to Dana Marigold charity. Because the charity doesn't belong to her. She's only the face of the charity. And she has to come out here, come exploit the poor people of Canada, of United Kingdom, and of America in order to fund all of this gang and damn thing we are going in a Mountain View. Because when Soul Flow don't break down this, we hear, because and I don't lie, Soul Flow telling them. Soul Flow is starting from exactly the case we're going inside the Jamaica Circuit Court. And the case Soul Flow read. And the case he's reading. And 3 years ago them sentence. And remember, she got church as Christian. She's a humanitarian. She have business. She have everything for hide. For hide behind the life of crime where she get herself involved into. Everything like this woman is Dana Marigo. Every single thing. And it's no joke. No joke. No joke.
Upright, suddenly twisted sideways, bending his head way down. According to the retired policeman, Christy replied to get the G out and ask what she could do to assist. This is what I'm here to do. I'm here to get the G out. And what could I do to assist? He said when he informed her that he could not assist her, she stated to him and said, Mr. So-and-so, things can happen, you know. Yeah, man, things can happen. I said, things can happen like what? And she repeated, I said, you have your badman friend them on each side, left and right. I, as a police, find myself in the middle. If things fig on, now shoot out that man, 2 gunmen, and 1 police, me must dead. This is what he said to her. And she laughed at that. And she said, nothing like that, man, nothing like that. So me said, what do you mean then? The cops replied, what do you mean then? He said, Muma Christy said, I can give 100,000 for release black man. The cop said, he bristled at the suggestion, said he walked away from the accused, who then held on to him and said, cooler man, as he was walking away. Come here, man, come back, we'll talk about this stuff. I said to her, and this me, no girl, this me. You have 2 of the baddest man them in a Jamaica, and you are look upon me as a police, and I come offer me $100,000. You mad? Is what the former cop stated.
One more.
She said, just cool, man. Just calm down. By then, I started reflecting on my training, and I said, okay, I need 2 rifles. The retired lawman said. He said that Muma... asked if she had control over such types of guns. She responded, when the G come out, that are the least. We can get that. That are nothing.
The audience is the unique.
You hear that? That are nothing. You don't notice how Dana behave out here?
Yeah.
You don't look good.
Pint
You don't notice how she behave out here?
Pint out
Only
first.
just look good and notice how she behave out here. You know, she's trying to come out in a phone how she act and how she behave. Only just notice. But like I says, this woman, when I listen this right down to Soulflow, when Soulflow done, can I make him ads them play? I film something I play, I film content and him ads them accumulate his in money. So make him ads them go and play. Cause let me tell you something. Under the planka, me tell you say blood dip on the shoulder, I think I joke me and make. I don't intend to stop this criminal scamming charity we're out here, right? Which is an organizing crime charity. Don't, because I don't want this stop. That tell Dana Marie go to register the charity and send her money in the right and proper way, and she can also use her charity, right, to open a business as a little factory, a little something in a Mountain View she want help her people them, right? And make and find employment for them little youngster there. In that video where we watched the other day about Mountain View, you never see one 79-year-old man in there where all along him in that community from he's a child. And he's like a role model to those men. And both sides of the fence, none of them not hurt him. None of them. And he can call for peace and everything down there. And what he does, he sit down to the youth them and talk to them that life can be better this way, that way. And them listen to him. How comes Dana Marie go where get so much money in a phone? In a phone can't put up a business, right? To make young people start earn and live in a decent way without have to go extort people. Cause those guys says they extort people. They do their job is to do contract killing. Their job is to extort. Their job is to rob and no one can come in a Mountain View come do nothing. And then they're robbing a Mountain View, they rob outside of Mountain View. Right? And you hear the man say, Dana Marie go, the cake lady, and she give them food. And she give them food and so and then they want no more food. They want what? Butter. Butter which is money. They want money. They don't want no more food. You notice every time Dana does Jamaica, I pay a scamming charity. And she reach America, she says she's not doing any more charity. Why is that? Why is that? Because you know that it's illegal. You never hear when she said, because me and Lorena says, if me did listen when Mr. Crow says not to come here. Yes, Lorraine, me listen all of them video there. Me watch all of them, Lorraine. Me watch all of them. Me listen to them several times. Right? From me come out and me hear them several times, me listen to them. And me listen to them and some me know say yes, all of these things are just scamming. Me come out, me see everything from about 2021, 2022. But I didn't know it was two different sides of the fence. And the more I hear the memories, the more I realize that, listen man, how the fuck under the planka don't see that this charity where Dana operate is a gangstering charity. It's a charity for fund drugs and gun and all kind of things. Una don't see it? Una actually don't see it?
But Lorraine, Michelle, Ashanti, and everybody was talking about this for years. They've been saying it is a organized thing. It's not hers. They've been saying it. So me no know oh no for uno know where I see it. Me no know. They've been saying it.
After the Prime Minister down in Jamaica, I try to get rid of crime and violence. Who in the planka? I stay in America, Canada, and England, still a fund Dana charity, which is a scamming charity, a gangster charity, and a charity where it costs the life of people. Because without guns and without bullets, those guys, no matter what, them have to go find a job, because them can't have, them not have the bullet and the gun to kill nobody, and to rob nobody, and to extort nobody. How would a planker sit in a phone and don't tell Dana Marie go register this charity and do it the right and proper way? How would don't? No, because a lot of them come from the dirty ghetto them, I want to like them and something here. Lot of them. But let me tell you something, me not stop saying blood is on the shoulder. You think this woman here, Christy, the one the way she da do? As much as them say she's a willing participant, yes. She has to be willing because she has no choice out. If she don't be willing, the gangster them, the gang them, the clansman would take her out. She had to be willing to do everything what she do. But did she want to do it? No. Because most of these gangs and whatever, all they have to do is use a female. And we, the woman, are the lamb to the slaughter. For hide. Hide behind these people. We come up front and them stay behind. I could understand if okay then, why would don't make that use her own money from her own YouTube and stuff? If she want fund gun and drugs and all sorts in a Mountain View. So she come now with Joseph baby. To come telling us that a 4-year-old baby needs to register in a school like last week Friday. In a primary school, not primary school. You don't go to primary school at the age of 4. You go to primary school at the age of 6. And you register like the January before school is September. At that time you register. Or the April before school is September. At that time you register. Not at 4-year-old. And you still can't go to basic school at 4-year-old if you still don't come out of pamper. You can't. If you can't use the toilet on your own as a baby or a young child, you cannot go to basic school either because they're not there to change your pamper. And under the planter, a baby like you don't know, especially the immaculate and the whole on where the Dana Marigo money under the quiet.
Yeah.
Blood is on the shoulder. Blood is on the shoulder when it's a set of murderer. Blood is on the shoulder when you need to stop this fuckery in a phone. Because the Prime Minister is trying to get rid of crime and violence. I don't know, so the Prime Minister come in with, that's why I'm telling them, say, if we're not put on the gun and the thing, we're not going to meet on the maker. We're not going to meet on the maker. And that is why, you know, see, them kill them out by the dozen. When them go for them not ask them a question. If a 10 of them take the whole 10. If a 4 of them take the whole 4. Because the Prime Minister is trying to clean up the country. While you, the plankers, sat overseas a fund Dana Marigo scamming charity, which is a gangster charity. A charity that fund drugs and guns and all of them stuff. We need to stop it. We need to stop it out of phone. Only the planker need to stop it.
He issued his charge to Christy that she pledged her child's life. Before I left her, I said to her, my girl, a serious thing.
Good morning, Martin. Good morning. Megan, good morning.
I don't want no old gun. Only no want. I need Chris's. He said it. And he said
yes,
that it was
pretty.
them that
Yes,
Christy
pretty.
hand raised up.
Boy, I'm not even I see me comment them.
In front of him. When him tell her, I said, I don't want no old gun, you know. Serious thing this
yes,
week,
they are. What are they?
Brand new Chris's.
I see you said yes, they are taking them at 4 years old. You mean said Joseph little Pitney can go to primary school? Primary school? Okay. They can go to primary school at the age of 4? I never know that. I never know that.
Said, I swear upon my picnic life. Any old G come out, that's no problem. I swear upon
No,
my
they
picnic
can't.
life.
See?
Anything to let him out. Anything to get Brian out.
Somebody in the chat say yes, they take them at 4 years old. How can a 4-year-old child go to a primary school? How can a 4 infant school fun? Not in primary school. 4-year-old that go to primary school? No, sir.
Tough lock up. This is the woman who's supposed to be a pastor, by the way, right? The police officer then testified. He said that the woman had also sought to bargain with him over the release of the other individuals who had been picked up. He told the courts that he had some 5 numbers of Christy who called and WhatsApp messaged him numerous times. He, in the meantime, went on to identify Andre Blackman Bryan from among the other accused at the courtroom. He pointed out, that's Blackman right there standing up now, but him look brown now. He is Andre
Basic
Blackman.
school,
Blackman
yes.
said, pointing with a
Hi,
broad
Claudette, darling. How
smile,
are you?
and equally beaming Brian stood,
I miss
grinning
you, Claudette.
widely
Claudette, how you
with his
do?
mask removed from his face, fiddling with his pants waist
Miss you give
before
social media break,
resuming his
Claudette.
seat.
I
So the
miss you
police
though.
laughed, and Brian Blackman laughed too, as he's being pointed out by the same police, while the police is giving this testimony in court. Yesterday, the former police inspector said upon returning
That
to
is a
Brian
lie.
after his encounter
He's
with
too
Christy
young.
now, and remember he had Brian inside questioning him already, right, at the CIB. Christy came, he left Brian and went out to see who it was that wanted to meet him, and had that kind of a meeting where he was promised the two tall of them, the two new Christmas them,
Thank you.
big rifle, if him release Blackman. So after the conversation was done, the
Be
former
at
inspector
peace.
said
Thank you
upon
for
returning
joining
to
my
Brian
team.
after
Thank
his
you so
encounter with
much.
Christy, he
Thank
told
you.
him, your woman come and I try strike a deal with me. The arrangement is to get two tall up. The former lawman said that Brian laughed, and he said, cool man, don't worry yourself about that. He said upon asking Brian for a contact number, he supplied him with one that he had recognized of one of those numbers that was given to him.
Millions of children grow up without parents.
I'm blessed to be stressed. Why you not send the lion? Oh no, don't bother the people them.
So for, but me tell you something, man. He said if we don't want peace and want a better Jamaica, help people in a better way.
I accept anything. I accept anything. If you want to join my team, you want to send me a rose, you want to send me a thumbs up, I don't care. Don't stress out the people them and tell them both to send lion. Send lion. Too early in the morning for lion right now. That's okay. Me just happy that you know can thumbs up the live. Send a little rose, anything at all you know want said. Thank you so much. You know, easy.
Help people in a better way. Give them the money in a better way. It don't have to be drugs and gun and crap. You know what them pastor here, right? Enough pastor where I preach. You were the same pastor there. Where his name was a Dan man.
Which pastor?
Ask Brian for a number to contact him. Brian gave him a number. One of the numbers, the number that Brian gave him, matches one of the 5 numbers that he got from Christy. He said that he then jokingly remarked to Brian and said, big man, you're good enough. Oh, you manage that thing there outside, referring to Christy. The only reason you're going to come out here this evening, see, is because of your woman. But go on, man. Go on. He told the courts that he had not arrested Christy for trying to bribe him because it was his plan to use her to get information on the gang. He also testified that Christy, from time to time, pumped him for insider information, but said that he always misled her. Never told her the truth. Just gave her some runaround, right? And this is the pastor. And this is what was testified in court by a 30-year veteran of the force who is now retired. Now, let's forward to a little bit more about her. Pay attention, because she just got her piece from Judge Sykes yesterday. But I want you to understand who we're dealing with. Another article was printed that says Sittipus acquitted in the Klansman case, right? And that was I wonder about Sittipus acquitted in the Klansman case. Jason Brown, otherwise called Sittipus or Lucifer, has been acquitted in the long-running trial of the Klansman gang. Chief Justice Brian Sykes handed down the not guilty verdict on Wednesday. Brown, who is already serving a life sentence in another matter, had been accused of being a top-tier member of the Klansman gang, whom from his cell engineered and helped to plan criminal activities.
Mighty God.
The court's counts against Brown, Sittipus, however, collapsed as he was not identified properly by any of the witnesses. The Crown's 2 main witnesses had said that they had never seen Brown but had always only spoken to him on the phone, so they couldn't properly identify him. One police witness, however, said that he had heard Brown's voice in threatening phone calls that were made to business operators in the Spanish Town area when he sought to extort them, pay the money by Wednesday or batago fly, them kind of thing there. And that he also saw Sisyphus when he visited him at the Horizon Adult Correctional Facility to charge him for those threatening phone calls. He, however, failed to properly identify his voice when he appeared in court. So when the same police appeared in court, they actually tricked him. They played somebody else's voice, and he says, yes, that's it right there, that's him. And then they said, Your Honor, that was not him. That was James Bond voice that we played. So may we rest the case right now by saying that this police officer has failed to identify his voice.
Why? You know, easy.
His voice. And that is what happened in court. So that officer was not able to identify his voice, therefore he was not charged, or he was dropped from these charges. The trial judge said that on that basis, Brown was freed, as there was no other evidence against him. The proceedings resumed Wednesday morning with 23 defendants still in the docks. 5 of them have since been freed, leaving 18 in the docks. The trial began in 2021 with 33 defendants originally. The sole defendant out on bail, Andre Smith, was killed. All right. So, Sisyphus beat field charges, but Sisyphus is not going anywhere because Sisyphus was already in there serving a life sentence. You see?
Outside.
All right. Now, that same Sisyphus, see, he did not trust Pastor or Muma Christie for nothing. That was also printed before. May I put it up to speed and pay attention enough,
girl,
because I'm going to bring you up to what happened
and send your
March 8th
dirty,
of 2023.
your dirty front.
The court here
Out of people
of deep
pocket.
suspicion among the gangsters. Sisyphus, the alleged top-ranking member of the St. Catherine-based Klansman gang, who adopted the moniker Lucifer, had begun to distrust the sole female in the ranks of the criminal organization. That is Stephanie Christie, alias Muma, who also purports to be a woman of the cloth, a pastor.
If you live in England and you're between
Yeah, a woman of the class. And the same thing gonna have what up with Dana. A woman of the class. So if I break it down for you right now, I'm gonna break it down for you right now. Everything we should.
Me I wonder if Dana see the pastor your story. I want living at the pastor shoes. You know, you understand what me I say? Me I wonder if he see the story and he want the whole public to be portrayed her as a Dan girl, a pastor, because I appear that she do. Appear that she do.
Out in the social media, everything we show out on the street, everything that she said she is, I'm gonna break it down for you right now. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Witness number 1, a former member of the criminal organization who has been giving evidence for the Crown, told the court on Friday that Christie, Muma Christie, who is supposedly the pastor of a church in St. Thomas, was pegged by the mysterious co-conspirator, so far only identified as Sisyphus, in the trial as an informer. So Sisyphus looked at Muma as an informer, and remember, the policeman testified and said that she and him used to exchange information, but he would always mislead her. Now, according to Sisyphus, Christie was behind the arrest of a number of the gang members and had engineered a shootout with the police in which 2 of his cronies were killed, as she do it. He had voiced his suspicion during a phone call with the witness, who at the time was working with the police unbeknownst to his former allies, recording those conversations and then turning them over to the police. The witness had recorded the phone call, and it was played into the records of the courts inside of the courtroom. Me have her as an informer. Our kind of position she can hold. That the girl can't expect anything, brother. I must say house them I go buy a foreign. I can't voluntary work. City Post is heard saying on the recording. Asked to explain what was the substance of that comment by City Post, witness number 1 said, basically, he is saying that Muma is the one going on ID parades and pointing out the persons. So he is saying she is the informer. She is the one that is going with the police and identifying some of their cronies
Other people
as members of a illegal entity, the gang. And she can't be doing it for free. They must promise her something. That's what he was saying. That explanation by the witness triggered an exaggerated Jesus from Christie, who was seated in the docks and heard it while it was being played in court. She bawled, Jesus. City Post continued. The reasoning behind his accusation was further heard saying on the recording, "Me have it all over my head, a bun like ball, a boom like ball. Maybe a she run the program pan uno the other day now." This, the witness explained, was in reference to a deadly gun battle with the police on Galbally Drive in St. Catherine after a dramatic car chase through the old capital where 2 gang members were killed. The witness, who was the third occupant of that vehicle, escaped unharmed and was taken into protective custody by the police, with whom he had been working undercover since 2018 to dismantle the gang. Wickedest thing, and the girl moved the youth from where him did they know, City Post stated, and according to the witness, the youth who the gangster was referring to had been his protege called Dino. The witness said City Post had groomed Dino as a shooter. He said that Dino, who had been moved from Jones Avenue to a housing development in Old Harbor, had been killed, along with his brother known as Cake Soap. Now in the meantime, the witness further alleged that Muma was not the only one in which City Post was losing confidence, including in the number of the distrusted. He said was the accused Jazeel Blake, alias Squeeze Eye, and accused Fabian Johnson, also known as Crocs. City Post thought them two were also informants. According to the witnesses, he was the one to tip off investigators about the gang's plan to kill Squeeze Eye. He said based on that tip, the police had taken Squeeze Eye into custody. The witness said that Squeeze Eye had been marked for death because it was felt that he was a snitch, and as such, alleged gang leader Andre Blackman Bryan wanted him dead. Also on Friday, Bryan was heard during a phone call with the witness expressing confidence that he could not be prosecuted or that there was no witness who could peg him, similar to the way in which his rival, Tesha Miller, had been pegged by a witness, also a former gang member. So, in the phone call that was played in court, you could hear Bryan saying, none of them can send me to prison. None of them can point me out. None of them can do me like how them do Tesha.
You are the thing that makes...
You see with the plank of people? I want thing I gotta tell you now. I'm gonna sit a foreign pound of high ass with life good. And as much as crime they are foreign, because crime there, you know. That Britain are coming like a one like a third world country. Crime there, enough crime there. But it's not as bad and as organized as in Jamaica. I want to see a video I play out here showing where I go on a Mountain View. I want to exactly see, say Dana is not the one who actually the owner of this charity. And that is why she can't register it. Because these men put her out here for do what she needs to do. I want to still a carry on. Who did the planter still a carry on?
Life sentence. Watch ya now. Watch ya now. Them come some oops. You see, if somebody are gonna be a witness, them have to go in at the gang from Miller time to really be a good witness. You understand me? For say I miss split the gang from Miller, that are the wickedest thing with them not have. Brian is heard saying. 2014, the law anti-gang legislation comes in, so nothing before 2014 can be used against me, Brian said, calculatingly in the phone calls. Now, y'all remember, Brian has been hit with about 5 murder charges so far at this point, and he is now in court. Last reports we heard 2 days ago was that he was bawling in the courtroom, legs shaking hard, and booger and snot flying out of his nose, yai water, whole heap of crying. Gangster was bawling. Now comes what a guan, right so, with Muma, up to date, as of March 8, 2023. This is the update for Muma Christie. Pay attention. Alright, so as far as Muma is concerned, Stephanie Christie, otherwise called Muma, who is the sole female accused in the ranks of the Klansman gang and a so-called pastor, has been found guilty of being a member of the notorious criminal organization. Chief Justice Brian Sykes handed down the verdict on Wednesday afternoon